take out your pitchforks and your meaningful comments, because today we're going to be talking about opinions. I can almost understand why people get upset over political or social statements, but I see people get into outright fits when they hear something they don't like about in fiction. I think we should give teachers guns. Really? Okay, if that's what you believe in. I also don't like E.T. Say that again. Did you just say you do not like E.T.? Who does not like E.T.? Only a heartless monster does. So I think I should put my 2 cents in it and share some of the opinions in pop culture that not a lot of people agree with. And what's a better place to do it than on YouTube? The birthplace of tons of opinions. We have a lot to get through, so let's get to it. Even though the Dark Knight trilogy is incredibly awesome, it's just really good fan fiction. The majority of the straight-to-DVD Disney sequels are pretty trashy, but there are some really good hidden gems in there, including these ones. As much fun it is to watch Hades play a villain, it's unrealistic and unfaithful to the original Greek mythology. I like the 20th season of South Park. I think when you work on a show for over 20 years, you're allowed to try out new things. And what they tried out, I very much liked, and I think they did it in a good way that still fitted the theme of the show. I really don't like how nihilism is starting to become a really popular trend in modern day writing. I don't like Rick Sanchez at all. I really wish Morty would kill him someday. And that also reminds me, as much as I do love Rick and Morty, and I think it's a great show, the real show Adult Swim should be paying the most attention to is Venture Bros. Surfing Bird by the Trashmen is a legitimately really good punk song from the 60s, and I think a lot more people should give it the recognition that it deserves. I'm starting to think the comic book industry is starting to become a little bit oversaturated, and that just makes it harder for newcomers to come and start reading. Also, they need to bring back better ads. Like ads like these. Do you know how much I want those X-ray goggles? The fans version of the next gen of Harry Potter was way better than the canon version. Actually, what am I saying? This is not an unpopular opinion. I think we all know where we did our copies of this. Alright, this one goes out to Lego. Please, for the love of God, make a reproduction of your early 2000s adventure set. I said this once, and I'm going to say it again. The Sonic comics are way better than the video games. Even though it did have a bit of a rough start and a bit of a really poor ending, it was still 10 times better than the video games. Okay, I'm probably going to get some hate for this one, but Blade Runner is a boring movie. Even though it did have a cool premise, a cool aesthetic, I could not stay awake for it. I'm sorry, I did not like it at all. I don't care what anyone says. The Homer car from that one episode of The Simpsons, if it was real, I would most definitely write it. The best Austin Powers movie is Goldmember. This isn't so much as an unpopular opinion, but more of an opinion that people are just too afraid to say. And that is Star Wars is starting to become quantity over quality. And also, as much as I do love the sequel trilogy, it is kind of a big mess. And lastly, I saved the best one for last. My Little Pony, Friends of Its Magic, is actually a really great reboot and a great show. And no matter what age you are, or what gender, you should be allowed to enjoy it. There. I just said my review for My Little Pony, so you don't have to ask me about that anymore. And so, as of right now, that's all my unpopular opinions. Now tell me, how many of those did you agree with? But if not, then please, give me your worst below in the comment section. And until we meet again, stay gold.